Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This is episode 147 of the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Rob. I'm with my co host, Darren in LA. How y'all doing this week?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. It's just still cold outside.
Yeah, it was a good week. Can't complain myself.
Right.
Finally, nobody's sick in my house.
Oh,
Mom's birthday, happy 60th, Ma Dukes.
oh, happy birthday. Shout out.
Happy birthday.
All right. Well,
What about you, Rob? What's up?
nothing much really. Nothing much really. But we are in
Beef.
Black History Month. We're in the 2024 year of Black History Month. So, one of the things I wanted to do this month is I wanted to try to take a black figure in Black history and talk a little bit about him. Um, but I totally forgot to get somebody, and it was my idea. So, LA, I know you have somebody. Do you just want to talk about your Black History Month person?
Sure, we can, but before we get into that, can you tell me about why the world hates The Rock right now?
Oh, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. You
Who
want
I,
to kick it
who
off
I
like that?
also did not even, I didn't even know he was black, so this is fantastic for me.
Fun fact. Yeah, his dad is black. His mom is Samoan, so he's half black, half Samoan. Fun fact: his dad and his tag team partner Tony Atlas are the first tag team champions and the first champions in the WWF slash WWE history. So it's kind of dope. They have history behind them. But yeah, but here's why the world hates The Rock, man. So I'm a big wrestling fan, and I'm really big into wrestling. I started watching wrestling about. I got back into wrestling, I should say, about 3 years ago, and started watching week to week. So there's this guy named Cody Rhodes, LA, and to give you a brief
Okay,
backstory on him, do you know who Dusty Rhodes is? The American
I
Dream.
do.
So he's
I
Dusty
do.
Rhodes' son. He got into
Oh,
wrestling around '06, '07. That was when he started. But he had on his first stint with WWE, uh, more or less, I'm gonna sum it up. They gave up on him. They basically told him, "We don't think you're a main event talent. We don't think you can headline cards and be the guy and be
oh,
like the next John Cena possibly, or be like a top tier talent for us." So more or less, they made him a clown, for lack of a better term. He was this doing this character named Stardust, and hold on. If you look at your screens, they literally dressed this nigga up like a clown.
oh no.
So one of the biggest things I hate in wrestling is when they make somebody a joke, because once you make somebody a joke, you can never take them seriously again, in my opinion. But basically, Cody was really upset with this role and what he was doing on TV. He ended up leaving WWE and he started working on the independent scene across America and in the UK and in Japan. Uh, like I said, to sum it up, he basically became a superstar on the independent scene, and basically said to the WWE, "Fuck you, I can be a main event
Oh,
star," and proved himself on the independent scene. And he even started his own. He helped started his own wrestling company called AEW, which is now a rival to the WWE, and became a star in
there
that
you
company.
go.
So it's actually really dope that it's coming full circle that he was able to more or less prove them wrong and also create a competitor to WWE. The last competitor to WWE was WCW back in the 90s, and that died. So WWE hasn't had a competitor for like 20 straight years. So it was actually a really big deal because they had a monopoly on the business. But he got done with AEW. They had some contract disputes, so he ended up coming back to WWE and wrestling for WWE, and now he's one of their biggest stars. So here's the thing: for the past 2 years, he's been at WrestleMania. He wrestled this guy named Seth Rollins at his first WrestleMania surprise entrance. Then the next year, he main evented WrestleMania against this guy named Roman Reigns, who's now who's been like the face of the company for like the past 7 or 8 years. Fun fact, side note, he's also The Rock's cousin. We're going to need that later.
He's also The Rock's cousin.
Yeah, bro. He was actually in one of the Fast and Furious movies. I forget which one. But he made a guest appearance in one of them. Roman did. So it's actually kind of dope. But so if you guys know, like we talked about last week, all the Vince McMahon allegations with like the sex trafficking and the really weird behavior, he's out the company now. Right before he got kicked out the company, the WWE got a new deal with Netflix. I was telling you guys about this last week too. They got a new deal with Netflix and they added The Rock to the board of directors. So now The Rock's on the board. And one of the biggest things The Rock did when he got on the board is he started getting a decent amount of political control over the company. One of the biggest things he did was he got the name The Rock, the trademark The Rock. He owns that now. It was previously owned by the WWE. So he owns The Rock now. And why that's such a big deal is nobody ever owns their name in wrestling. The company owns your name. For example, John Cena, even though that's John Cena's birth name, the WWE owns his name. So if he were to go dead ass. So if he were to go wrestle in a different company, like let's say in AEW or over in Japan, he would have to get a new name to wrestle as because they own it.
That's his real name, though.
It's his real name and they own it.
That's crazy.
So it's actually a really big deal that The Rock is able to own his name, own his gimmick, if you will.
So like when John Cena's in the movie and they're like featuring John Cena, WWE gets paid for that shit.
I don't know if they get paid for it, but they probably get some type of cut somehow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But summing it up, like I said,
his name.
that was his first big move as being to be part of the board, to be added to the board, right? Then all the Vince McMahon shit happened, and now the WWE, let's just say, is having like a really bad PR moment because all those Vince McMahon allegations are kind of, let's just sum it up, disgusting. Let's just say it like that. Cody main event at WrestleMania last year, like I said before, against Roman, and he lost. But it was a really good match, but he lost. So everybody thought that Cody this year, with his first full year around the company, because he got hurt last year, that he was going to rematch Roman Reigns for the title and beat Roman Reigns. And why it's such a big deal, Roman's been the WWE champion for like the past 3+ years. Nigga's been dominant. They haven't had this dominant of a champion in WWE since Hulk Hogan. So everybody thought this was Cody's year to actually go in there, main event WrestleMania, beat Roman Reigns, and it's going to be a grand moment. To give you a brief summary of Corey's story, his whole thing was, my dad was never able to win the WWE Championship, so I'm going to win it for my dad. And his Dusty Rhodes has now passed away, like 5 years ago or something. So his whole thing is, they never put the belt on my dad. I'm going to win that belt for our family. And everybody thought this was going to be the year that he gets to quote unquote finish his story and he's going to beat Roman Reigns and become the face of the company and blah, 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 blah. Be like the new John Cena, if you will. Babyface, face of the company. Where the Rock comes into this is, apparently the Rock used his political power on the board to convince the people that it would be a better idea for him to main event WrestleMania against Roman Reigns instead of Cody Rhodes. So this nigga came out on SmackDown this past Friday and came out and confronted Roman Reigns in storylines basically saying, yeah, we're about to face off at WrestleMania. The problem with this is, LA, do you know what the Royal Rumble is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cody just won the Royal Rumble for the second year in a row. And when you win the Royal Rumble, that means you get the main event WrestleMania. And usually when you main event WrestleMania, you go for the WWE Championship, right?
Okay.
They basically made him choose the other championship to face this guy named Seth Rollins instead of Roman, just because The Rock convinced the board of directors that it's a better idea and a better PR stunt to get the WWE in better graces with the media if he faces Roman at WrestleMania instead of Cody. So fans are pissed
Because
because
it's
we
The
waited
Rock.
like 3 years basically for this nigga to get this match and win, and now we gotta wait who knows how much longer for this nigga to actually get this dub over Roman Reigns. It's just really corny, and The Rock just pissed a lot of people off, including myself. That was a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't know
You
that.
he just Rob, you described it pretty well though.
But basically, it's fuck The Rock
like
right
The
now.
Rock, though.
LA. It's fuck The Rock.
No, I love
He's
The
kind of
Rock.
ruining wrestling right now.
Dwayne can't be wrong, man.
Yes, he can. Have you seen Fast and Furious? Have you
He made those movies great.
Have you seen the Tooth Fairy? Like, what are we talking about?
That's a great movie.
But yeah, fuck The
Man.
Rock right now. He's ruining wrestling, and he's the new Vince McMahon apparently because he's just using his political power to do whatever the fuck he wants.
We started Black History and fuck the biggest black action star in Hollywood. That's how we started Black History Month. That's how we started.
But
No,
We
dude,
gonna
just
bring it back.
fuck half of them. The Samoan side is fun.
we're gonna bring it back with Carl Weathers, man. So
Oh,
I don't know if y'all know Carl Weathers. I'm not that hip inside of the acting world, but I know of him. But where I fell in love with Carl Weathers was in The Mandalorian. I'm a huge
Okay.
nerd. So when I saw him in there and how he was acting, I was like, this is a good guy, you know, do a little bit of digging, found out about him. He played football, all this other stuff. I was like, you know, I've seen a few of these movies. Like, and then I found out he was fucking Creed. I'm like, it all makes sense now. I know why I like this man. So I found out all about this guy, and then Rob was telling us about, you know, let's do Black History Month thing. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna pick Carl Weathers. Unfortunately, this man passed 3 days ago. So there's also that. So we're gonna celebrate his life, and let's go through to his Wikipedia and just go through some of the films he was in, see if there's anything to recognize. And that's IMDb. But if you go back and you scroll down, there is a Wikipedia. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll see his filmography. Perfect. So let's start with Magnum Force. Has anyone seen Magnum Force?
No,
I've never seen this.
it says he's
I've not
uncredited,
seen
so he's
it.
probably just like in the background somewhere.
I haven't seen any of those first 4 movies, but Rocky, he was Apollo Creed. As I stated earlier, I'm sure all of us have seen that. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Did y'all watch that?
I heard that was a great movie too, but no.
No? I vaguely remember it. Okay. What about Predator? You guys remember Predator?
Yeah.
So
I read a. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I haven't seen. It's on my list to watch all the Predator and Alien movies. I gotta watch all Predator, all Alien, and I gotta watch Terminator.
That's just original.
Yeah. So there was a thing on the news when I think I found out he passed when I was at the gym, and Sylvester Stallone was talking about like his time with him in the Predator movies and how he was doing such a great job. And he's like, not Predator, in Rocky. He was like, I never could have accomplished what we did with Rocky without him. You know, like talking about how he brought so much insight to the film and how he was a good personality and such a good person to work with. And I mean, I know a lot of times when people pass, a lot of things are good said about him, but I honestly believe he was a good person. So
Right on.
You ever seen Happy Gilmore?
Yes, Happy Good.
I
One of the
have
best
a
comedy
hilarious
movies.
movie.
Out
So
there.
have you ever seen Little Nicky?
Yes.
Of course.
So is Chubbs in Little Nicky? I'm having the hardest time like remembering him in Little Nicky.
Let's find
He
out.
says it on the
We got
credit,
the
but I
internet,
don't.
right?
If it is, it's like one of those last scenes. I feel like Adam Sandler is a great actor too. I just want to let this.
No, he's not.
He's a great comedian, and he
Yes,
is a
that's
great
better.
actor.
No, he's not.
Adam Sandler's funny.
He was in Heaven I didn't know he was playing
And he
Chubb.
was in heaven.
That is
He was
wild.
in heaven,
That is
yeah.
wild. Oh man, because he said it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Oh
My
man, that's
name is
fucking shit. Oh my
Lulu.
goodness. Oh man, that's crazy. Also, Carl Weathers was a Oakland Raider back in the day.
Oh yeah,
He
that's what LA was saying.
He
He was a
was.
linebacker, yeah.
He was a linebacker. So unfortunately, Darren, y'all got to retire his jersey. Y'all got to put him in the Hall of Fame now.
We need
Or
to
was
win.
this before? There's a
We
lot of
need
things
to
y'all need
win
to
the
do.
Raiders. We need to win a Super Bowl for these people. John Madden,
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Yep. He was last movie he was in Toy Story 4. He was the voice of Combat Carl. And last show he was in was The Mandalorian as Grief Karga.
Yeah.
Nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series.
Oh,
I don't know. I think it was.
he also was in a bunch of TV shows too.
He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was in Good Times.
Regular show.
Good time. Yeah, he was the god of basketball.
Yeah.
Remember? You remember that?
Yeah.
When
That is dope, bro. Yeah, that is dope.
he was in a lot of stuff. He was the voice of Jax in Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10, however you want to call it. If you're a Puritan or not, but shout out to him and his family.
Yep.
Shut
Great
up.
actor.
Rest in peace to that man.
Darren,
That's
do you
all I
have
got for
somebody,
y'all.
or do you want to do next week?
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go with Carter G. Woodson. On February 7th, 1926, Carter G. Woodson initiated the first celebration of Negro History Week, which led to Black History Month. I was trying to find out when did Black History Month originally start, and nationally, it was 1976 when the U.S. President Gerald Ford extended the recognition to honor the to honor oh my goodness quote to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. But this guy is the first guy who actually like gave us a week. So that's my guy.
Don't he look like Sanford?
I knew he was going red. You talking about Red Fox?
Wow.
That's checked up.
Wow.
Especially this first picture
You
right
just
here.
can't have nothing with Rob, man.
We just found out about this man, and you
You
automatically
can't have
one of the
nothing with
funniest.
Rob.
He look exactly like him though, don't he?
Yeah, shout out to Red Fox too.
Shout out to Red Fox.
Who was your person, Rob? So we can roast him. And it better not be the Supreme Court justice. Swear.
No. I actually don't have anybody. I forgot to bring anybody.
Okay.
So I'm gonna on the hot take. I'm gonna do.
Who invented cheeseburgers?
Oh, this dude.
Lonnie Johnson. This man invented the Super Soaker. So shout out to him. That's gonna be my guy for the week. I'll have a
He's
better
a
prepared one
pivotal-
next
Wow.
week.
He's a pivotal piece of our childhood. That is true. Like that is very
I
true.
wasn't allowed to have a super soaker.
Me either. My mom didn't like guns.
I'm sorry for
Yeah,
y'all.
she was not. She was afraid of things like that. But when I went to my cousin's house, we used to get busy.
Dang, y'all. I
Good for him.
had the yellow and green one. You know, those are the days. I think he worked for NASA
Good for
before
him.
this too.
He was just bored. Wanted to keep his kids busy.
Y'all, go get some water. This should propel it. Shoot this at each other.
Mhm. Keep them busy for an hour.
That'll work.
That's
especially
crazy
on
good
hot
for
summer
him.
days.
So shout out to him.
Shout out to Lonnie.
All right, LA, what's going on with this A-Pin Uncensored? What is this about?
All right, so this episode might get canceled and it might come looking for your family, but
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
going to let y'all know. I'm just going to let y'all know what is on the internet. We do not agree nor disagree with anything that is being said, and this is
We're
just what is on the internet.
just reporting on it.
So I'm just going to read off what is on this document. All
Okay.
right, on November 16th, 2023, Reuters published a special report titled How an Indian Startup Hacked the World, documenting how the Indian firm Appen grew from an educational startup to a hack for hire powerhouse that stole secrets from executives, politicians, military officials, and wealthy elites around the globe. So if you click that link that says How an Indian Startup Hacked the World, underneath introduction, you see here, it goes to Reuters website, and this is a global reporting company. What do you call them? A news company, whatever. And this now says Reuters has temporarily removed the article "How an Indian Startup Hacked the World" to comply with a preliminary court order issued on December 4th of last year in the district court in New Delhi, India. Reuters stands by its reporting and plans to appeal the decision. The article, published November 16th of 23, was based on interviews with hundreds of people, thousands of documents, and research from several cybersecurity firms. The order was issued amid a pending lawsuit brought against Reuters in 22. As set forth in court rulings, Reuters disputes those claims. So this article is no longer available on their website. Just back history. All right, let's close this article and go back. All right. So, blah, 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 blah. So, in response to the expose, these people filed a lawsuit against Reuters. They removed some of the reporting, and other websites subsequently had to remove their reporting as well. So, let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, also, a big thing I kind of brushed over. So, this was removed from. The article's been removed from Reuters, and the article's also been removed from the Internet Archive. So the Internet Archive, for those of us who don't know, archives the internet. So anything you do on the internet is archived. You can't remove it. It's there. It's public use. The internet's free. But these people, through court order, got it removed from the Internet Archive. So these documents, this report cannot be found on the internet through normal means, is what I will say. So in response to an unacceptable censorship by Appen and the Indian courts, Distributed Denial of Secrets is launching a new initiative to combat censorship, the Greenhouse Project, and they go into that. Go down a little bit. We don't care about that. So this is the report. So let's go through the report. So Appen was a leading Indian cyber espionage firm that few people even knew existed. A Reuters investigation found that the company grew from an educational startup to a hack-for-hire powerhouse that stole secrets from executives, politicians, military officials, and wealthy elites around the globe. Appen alumni went on to form other firms that are still active. Chuck Randall was on the verge of unveiling an ambitious real estate deal he hoped would give his small Native American tribe a bigger cut of a potentially lucrative casino project. A well-timed leak derailed it all. In July of 2012, printed excerpts from Randall's private emails were hand-distributed across the Shinnecock Nation Square Mile Reservation, a wooded peninsula hanging off of the South Fork of Long Island. The five-page pamphlet detailed secret negotiations between Randall, his tribal government, allies, and outside investors to wrest some of the profits from the tribe's then partner in the gambling deal. They sparked an uproar. The pamphlets claimed Randall's plan would sell out the tribe's land, resources, and future revenues. Within days, 4 Randall's allies were voted out of tribal government. Randall, who held no formal position within the tribe, was ordered to cease acting on its behalf. Like, do we see any of these links here? Let's scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. There's a good part. I think it's bolded. Hold on. Scroll up a little bit. Okay, hold on.
Why y'all look for this? Is anybody finding it crazy that they said that this is like still that alumni broke off and started their own thing that's still active. Nobody's finding that a little bit. All right, all right.
So
There's a
so
word for
they
that,
would
Darren.
send email. Huh?
I was just saying, there's a word for that when like a part of like, let's for lack of a better term, a terrorist group breaks off and becomes
Yeah.
their own smaller terrorist group. There's a word for that.
So like,
Is it
just
like
keep
their own
scrolling down.
chapter?
This isn't it.
That's the best thing I could think of.
Might as
You say
well.
scroll down.
Yeah, just keep scrolling down. I think it was bolded when I read it. But essentially, these people would go through and hack emails, hack phones, hack whatever. All right, so this guy was a 20-year-old Rajit. Go ahead, because this is about to talk about the guy who created it.
You good? Go ahead.
So Rajat Khair was a 20-year-old computer science major when he and his friends came up with the idea for apping over chicken pizza at a Domino's in New Delhi. On
Shout out to
December of
America.
03, Khair and it was in New Delhi. Had joined his high school buddies to catch up on and bemoan the state of India's universities, which they thought weren't preparing students for the professional world. When one suggested organizing technology training workshops to supplement undergraduates' educations, people present at the meal said Khair jumped at the idea. Let's give the students what they want. So it started as a good idea. You know, they're going to teach people all these good things because their schools aren't teaching them. So it was the right idea at the time. India's IT outsourcing boom had created voracious demand for tech talent. Appen franchises would soon sprout across India, offering not just programming lessons, but also courses on robotics and cybersecurity, nicknamed ethical hacking. So let's scroll down a little bit. By 2005, the company had an office. Oh, I lost it. The company had an office in Western New Delhi. Raja had been joined by his elder brother Anuj, a motivational speaker who returned to India after a stint running a startup in Texas. As other members of the Domino Group stepped away, the Khair brothers took charge of the fast-growing firm. The cybersecurity classes, they started doing all this other crazy shit. So let's keep scrolling down and let's see. There's some part where the Indian government gets a hold of them. Man, this shit gets so deep. This shit gets so deep.
Yeah,
Y'all
this is
gotta
like
read this.
this is one of the most detailed articles I've ever seen. I've seen long articles.
Yeah.
Like this is a lot.
They go through some shit, but you know, I'm gonna give y'all the quick note version because we got a lot of shit to get through. But these people created a company. The company was to help people. And then eventually they started doing other things and essentially made a a hack for hire group is what this article will say it was. And that they became very powerful and influential, so much so. And it was because they became able to quiet those who would speak of them in a not positive way. Not necessarily murder, as some people probably think of, but like court cases, you get things sealed, like to make it like they never existed. So if you want to know about a company that's pretty crazy, a story that's pretty wild, definitely look into this. I don't know if we can post a link somewhere, but you see it on the screen.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description down below. But
Yeah, I don't know, man.
that's
This is a
crazy.
wild. This is too wild. That
I'm telling you, there's people in the world you don't even know about, man. There's things in the world. Like this dude was
oh,
just trying to build a casino, and somehow, some way, somebody got a hold of these people, and they got a hold of some emails. They got a hold of some shit, and the next day they had a 5-page pamphlet out in these streets. There, they ain't
especially
even have to
Rock.
go on TV.
Is that link still up, Rock?
I'm putting it in the description. Give me 2 seconds.
Cool. Can you go back to it real quick? So I want to see this thing about the FIFA Cup. Father and son had come off a failed bid to bring the 2022 FIFA World Cup to Australia and were in no mood to let the hack slide, according to email. So I'm guessing I gotta read before this. I'm tripping. Okay, I don't know.
They are fucking with the wrong people. I'm telling you, this story is wild. These motherfuckers is fucking with billionaires,
You should have
bro.
told me. I would have just plugged this bitch into Chat GPT and had it like summarize it for us.
Oh, do it. Do it now.
Summarizing.
Do it now.
I bought the
It's about to.
$20 version of Chat GPT, so I got like all the hacks.
Oh yeah.
I got it for like a month.
There's a $20 version for a month.
Yeah, bro, it's $20 a month, bro. It's so expensive.
That's insane. My cell phone bill is it's $5 more. That's crazy to me.
It's low-key worth it though. Once you see like all the little, I'll show you in a second. So it's gonna summarize the article. Holy shit!
Is it? Cyber mercenary operations.
All
I'm
right.
telling you, this shit is wild. So I just read this.
Yes.
The article from Reuters, blah, 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 blah. Indian company initially established as an educational startup, which evolved into a global hack for hire powerhouse. The firm is reported to have stolen secrets from a wide range of targets, including executives, politicians, military officials, and wealthy elites worldwide. Appen's activities drew interest from law enforcement and intelligence agencies, highlighting the breadth of its cyber mercenary operations. Appen's hacking services were marketed to private investigators, law firms, and wealthy clients, offering a range of illegal services such as cyber spying, email monitoring, and cyber warfare. The company utilized sophisticated techniques to access and monitor its targets' communications, boasting about its abilities to pitch documents and presentations. What? Following the publication of the Reuters report, Appen filed a lawsuit against Reuters in India, leading to the temporary removal of the article and related reporting by other outlets, citing a court order. The action raised concern about censorship, prompting Distributed Denial of Secrets to launch the Greenhouse Project aimed at combating censorship and ensuring the free flow of public data. The report details specific instances of Appen's operations, such as the disruption of a real estate deal involving the Shinnecock Nation due to leaked emails, and other cases where individuals and organizations were targeted for espionage. The investigation to Appen's activities reveals a complex web of hacking operations that had significant global reach and impact, affecting individuals, corporations, and possibly government entities. Efforts by international law enforcement to investigate and curb Appen's activities have faced challenges, with cases often running into dead ends due to jurisdictional and evidential hurdles. Despite these efforts, the legacy of Appen's operations continues, with former employees and associated firms carrying on similar hack for hire services, underscoring the ongoing challenge of addressing cyber espionage in the private sector.
That's terrible. Terrifying.
That's a great summary. It's worth $20. That was worth $20.
That's crazy.
That is
You
really
think
crazy.
But
you think
y'all,
they're ever gonna come after the American government?
if they haven't already, I mean, everybody's trying to hack something in America, man. I'm sure somebody somewhere has tried.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I did want to show you
Oh, what
guys
this
a little bit more
this
about
can do kayak?
ChatGPT. What'd you say?
I said this does kayak and does trips for you.
Oh, so yeah, I used it to help plan our. So me and my friends are trying to go to Japan. I used it to give us kind of
Yeah,
like a roadmap to figure out what we want to do in Japan.
it's dope.
But it has a bunch of different shit in here. It has like an image generator. It has a logo creator.
Oh,
Um,
this is worth it. Oh, I hate to say it's worth it though.
this is a color. It has a
Oh
coloring book
man,
thing.
it has
Uh,
a forms generator. That's it for me for work. A chart generator.
and they have like
Are you
10
still
things
love?
per like category, if you will.
That's dope. Creative writing coach
Yeah,
can browse the web for you. What?
Bro, if I'm a kid in high school working a job, this is probably my first buy because they just get me
Tech
through.
support advisor. Oh, what? Tech support advisor.
It
I'm
has
about to
I'll,
put
everything.
this in my dad's phone. I'm putting that on my
all I
phone,
would
my
have to
dad's
do is
phone. Like, call this app if you ever need tech support. It'll tell you what to do.
I meant to tell you, Darren. It helped me write a miniature script through this using this. Um,
that's that's crazy.
we have productivity shit. I use this now to. I used it to create some of our what you call it thumbnails for YouTube.
I might get this for a month.
You
It might
should
be
no,
it
you
might be
should
worth
just to play with
for
it.
me. Yeah,
It has programming
Designer
stuff.
GPT. What? It hosts
Teaches
websites. That's pretty dope.
teaches you Python. Helps you with the coding.
Oh, I've done Copilot at work. Sometimes it's fun.
They have educational shit to help you with math, to help you with
That's
science, to help you with different
that's
subjects.
that's what I'm saying. If I was a kid, it'd
dope.
be a problem.
And they actually have
I might
games
get
too.
this.
I was playing their
The
murder mystery game,
workout creator.
bro. LA. I was playing the murder mystery game, and I was like a detective, and I had to go interview like suspects and stuff, and each suspect had different
Oh man,
personalities.
that's
That's
deep.
too much.
Click this gym workout creator. I want to see this one. This one look crazy.
What do you want to do? What do you want?
Create a. I want a weekly. I want a 6 day a week workout plan that focuses on strength and cardio. This is crazy.
All right, so day one, upper body strength, bench press, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Bent over rows, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Shoulder press, pull ups, dumbbell curls, tricep dips. Day two, cardio and core. Day three, lower body strength.
That's crazy. This is my fucking workout, and it's just printed it out. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I do my ab rollouts. Sari hate those bitches. Oh wow, that's crazy. I don't do farmers walks. Fuck
I
that.
was literally thinking about that too. I was like, ooh, that's tough. That's tough.
Fuck that. I don't play
What's a
football no
farmer's
more.
walk?
There's no need. You don't want to know.
Oh man.
That's cool, right?
Wow, this is impressive. Yeah, that's very impressive. I might get this just to do workouts.
LA, I'm telling you, bro.
Incorporate yoga and shit into it.
I got it just to fuck around with it, just to play with it a little bit because it is kind of expensive at $20 a month. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but it's fun for like that one for a month or two.
Yo, that's a Riz GPT, bro.
Where you
It
see that at?
literally is like if I think if you scroll down. That was funny. Oh man.
I forget. I don't know if it'll show it here, but I made Darren a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You made me a cartoon character?
Yeah, I put you on some of the thumbnails. I don't know if I can even find it here.
There's an emoji.
No,
Not
no,
literally.
I did not approve this with my likeness.
Did you put the hat on him?
No, I think he has hair though.
Because you know.
I have
Oh, you
hair.
know Darren be cold.
I have hair.
He got braids. This 2011 there.
I think you had a hat on and it took it as hair or something. I don't know where it's at.
That's
Though.
pretty cool. ChatGPT need to sponsor this video.
Honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, it's really sick, man. You can play games in here. You can play dice games in here. It goes as far as your imagination can take you for the most
You
part.
can play dice games with who in here?
Against the computer. Want to throw dice with the
I
computer
thought
right now?
I thought niggas was throwing dice with ChatGPT. I'm like, this is crazy.
We could. You want to? We can do it right now.
No,
we gotta go through the rest of the topics, bro. We gonna get too lost on ChatGPT. This is what
He,
AI
he
does, though.
said,
I'm sorry.
I'm throwing dice with it. That's hilarious.
All right. So did you guys hear about this mom who is going to school with her OnlyFans on her car? Her OnlyFans like website on her car.
Good for her
Maybe,
shit.
yeah.
All right. Well, you guys want to check it out?
The school banned her, though. That's the problem.
Banned her from what? She don't go there.
She's not allowed to drop her kids off at school anymore.
Is that what it
Why?
says?
She's not very pretty though.
Why is she not allowed to?
Because she's
drop her
promoting
kids
her
off at
OnlyFans
school?
on her car, and that's inappropriate for school grounds because it's porn.
So
See,
then she's just not allowed to drive that car to school?
That's what it sounds like to me, but apparently Darren was saying she's not allowed to drop off her kids.
go back to the article.
That's wild.
The school bans mom from dropping off kids after promoting her OnlyFans with her car on campus.
I don't know if that's what is happening here. Like she has a car, yes, and it does promote her OnlyFans, yes.
Okay.
But I don't think she was promoting it on school grounds. Like
LA, by
she's
driving the
not out here
car.
throwing she's not out here throwing pamphlets up.
I hear
Ella,
what you're saying, but naturally she's promoting it because it like if you tell me something happens at the school and a locksmith got to pull up, but the locksmith got a logo on his thing, he is technically promoting. Anywhere you go, you're promoting that
Okay.
on your.
So if I'm a parent and I have F Joe Biden or I have hang Joe Biden or whatever these bumper stickers say, and that's promoting violence, and I drop
Yeah.
my kid off to school every day, that's fine. But if
For
I
sure.
have an OnlyFans, which is my business, this is a business. You have to remember these are business people. They're running a business as well. This
Yes.
is where we draw the line. Because
Yes.
kids don't have fucking Google and can't Google shit.
Yes.
And this is in Florida,
Yes.
where the water people live,
Wait, what do you
Stop.
mean kids
where
don't have
Trump
Google?
has told kids can't just Google it, whatever they want. They probably already knew who she was. Like what?
That's irrelevant, LA.
I feel sorry for the kids
It's
more than
irrelevant. So this woman drops her child off at school, and it takes 2 minutes. And that 2 minutes, it's going to poison the school population.
Yeah, because kids are kids and are gonna be like, damn, only your mom does OnlyFans. Let's go look at your mom's OnlyFans. You know how kids are,
Yeah, and
That's
you have to
creepy
be
and
18
weird.
to get on OnlyFans.
And it's
you need a
inappropriate to
credit
do it
card.
at a school, especially like if it's elementary school.
I don't
Especially at
understand what
elementary
you
school.
mean by do it. Like she's just driving. Like I don't understand. She's not here saying make sure to go to my OnlyFans. Like what?
She is
She's
indirectly
driving.
doing that, LA.
So here's my question for y'all, because y'all about to go in circles about this conversation. Here's my question.
This is crazy to me.
Do y'all think it would be a problem, like we was discussing before? OnlyFans isn't just for sexual content. It's more. I guess there's other people in there for like exampling chefs and stuff like that. If she was doing something else besides this, do you think it would be a problem?
If you try to clarify with the school, but here's the problem with that, Darren. OnlyFans is known for having porn on their site. For example, you could upload movies and shit to like Pornhub, but it's still a porn website.
Now, what I'm saying is I don't understand.
So yes.
I don't understand what the negative connotation is. Like, bro, like
What do you mean you
it's
don't
sex.
understand
Like
it?
everybody has sex. Like it's not crazy. You have to be 18 to get on the website. If you can provide a credit card and an ID or whatever you need to get on this website, like go for it. I don't know what to tell you. Like Pornhub.com is fucking free. Like I don't understand the problem. Like I don't understand the problem.
Ultimately, bro. Ultimately,
Like who's I don't
This was
understand how
either,
people can make money on OnlyFans.
this was
Personally. Like, yeah. Go ahead. Like, go ahead, dude. I can't
Alec, I don't
understand
understand.
it
I don't understand what you don't get about this. She can't. It's inappropriate. It's a porn. It's basically a porn website that she's promoting at a school by dropping off her kid. All she needs to do is drive a different car to school
Why does she have to drive a different car
because she's
to it
promoting
takes 30
her
seconds to drop
naked
her
pictures
business.
slash.
She's promoting her adult business. You can promote an adult business. You can promote a non-adult
And
business. You can promote whatever business you
The
want.
problem,
When
I
anyone
think you're
types in
forgetting.
that website, anyone types in that website and
Hold
say,
on.
"Are you 18?"
Ella, you're going in and out.
Like,
LA,
oh,
you're talking about she's promoting an adult business.
That
If
is,
she's just
yeah.
promoting a business, there's not a problem. She's
yes,
promoting an
yes,
adult business
yes,
where children go to school. That's the problem. And
The-
here's my whole
yes.
point behind that. Here's my whole point behind that. There's a principal, a teacher, or another parent that saw that, and that's the person that complained. That's what it is.
Sure. I will never understand it, but by all means,
It's not like Kroger's kicking out of their parking lot, LA. This is a school for children's education. You don't need any of that on their campus. It's not a good look.
sure. I don't know what kids is running in the school parking lot. Sure.
What do you mean the kids? What do you they have to get dropped off too? Like what are you
And these
talking about?
kids are over here, and these kids are over here staring at the back of this mom's car. Like,
Yes,
these
you
kids
don't
are
think
on
they
the
know what
phone. These kids
OnlyFans
are
is in
talking
fifth
to each
grade,
other.
fourth grade?
These kids aren't paying attention outside of the car. These kids got AirPods and they fucking around in the car and they running in the car. Like they not paying attention. This is I don't understand.
I don't think you remember how evil
It's
kids are.
fine.
Bro, I
It's
don't think
fine.
you do either. Like this
I
kid
think
is
it's
gonna
fine.
get bullied for this. That's the
And you know what? And you know what? I feel like the whole thing about how Americans, I don't want to say shelter kids from sex because that sounds terrible, but how we don't show children that sexuality is normal and it shouldn't be shunned and hidden and something done in the dark. Like I'm pretty sure I've had this debate
All
before.
right.
How most people have watched somebody get their brains blown out before they've ever kissed somebody. I just don't understand
I
why
hear what
why
you're saying,
such
dog.
a
I hear
negative
what you're saying.
connotation.
But like,
I,
do you
it's fine. It's
understand
fine. It's
that
fine.
most parents don't want their school or them to learn about sexuality at a young age at school? They rather teach them themselves,
Sure.
especially the way the
I,
world's
I can
moving nowadays.
I can hear that. But I can hear that. And that's fine. And that's fine.
That
But
kid's
as far as I'm aware, to get on OnlyFans, you need to be 18 and have money. So
Doesn't mean you can't
I
lie
don't know
about your
what they're.
age.
You can lie about your age, yeah, and you can see these free pictures that you can also see for free on Google. So, like, again, I'm just not fully understanding, but it's fine.
Do you
It's fine.
understand from if he is in elementary school, whoever her kids are, he or she, from middle school to high school, this whole time he's gonna have to hear your mom does OnlyFans. And
So
your
the
mom
fuck
is
what? My mom's
what it's going to get worse. Kids are like cutthroat, bro. They are cutthroat.
hey, my mom did do that, and you pay $20 to watch it. Thanks for buying these new J's.
He's
Like
gonna
what?
say I didn't pay it because I'm 18. I was under 18. I'm not paying for that shit.
Then how'd you watch it?
He's gonna say I didn't watch it. I saw it on the back of your mom thing. There's an article on this about your mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
what it comes down.
how about you go drop that $20 and come back? So
No, I'm not dropping my $20 on your mom. That's what I'm saying.
no.
It gets more and more vicious as it goes. These kids are creative at a young age, and they have nothing else to do besides diss each other. All right, Rob, you just tripping now.
It's fine.
Would you let her
It
bake
is
you
what it is.
cookies?
Sure. She know what she knows she doing.
She
Does
look
that
like she
say
knows
she
she doing.
quit? She quit being a cop to be an OnlyFans model.
Darren, they make so
And
much
she
more
make
money. It's ridiculous.
38K a month.
Darren, yeah, she probably makes her
Go for
salary
it.
in a month. Dead ass. Her
Go
crop
for
seller
it.
in a month. These
Used to be.
OnlyFans girls, it's the OnlyFans girls and the tech people, bro. They're going to be the rich. They're the new elite.
Good for them. Shit. Make your money.
Oh,
how
fuck
you
them.
can. Shit. The people are dumb enough to buy shit that they can get for free.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. People are dumb for this. That's just my opinion. But
Oh wow.
all right. Rob just showing everything on the internet.
Rob don't care.
It's not. We're not showing it on.
Maybe.
Oh, this is
And all
funny.
these kids can watch it. All these kids can watch it on podcasts.
So apparently this is what Nigerian radio sounds like.
Church ministry, what is your mission, vision, and problem, please? Talk, please.
I have a confession. I am
Yes,
a Christian, but I'm gay.
Remove your
What does that mean, LA?
What does that last one mean? What did he say?
Gunman means.
Does that mean something?
I don't know what it means in bite. Gunly man.
I'm about to type this in, but I feel like I'm about to regret this. I already feel like it. All right, Rob, you got it. Why they go off on her like that? Wait, was that a guy or a girl? Now I think about it.
The who asked the question was a girl, but the guy who did the Gunly man thing was a dude.
No, I'm talking about the person who said, I got a confession.
That was a girl.
Okay, gotcha.
She said, "Hey." I don't know what this
I
means. And
I can't imagine what the rest of that conversation went like on the radio.
No, they probably
They have-
stoned her.
Did they have to mute everybody? Bro, it's not like she's calling in. She's not there with them.
She's in the back of the radio station. We're gonna get views tonight. Impassive.
I got a confession.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny.
That's
I love
funny.
Nigerians.
She is really trying to praise the Lord, and they like, nah, you can't, you gotta choose one or the other.
So this reminds me of a wrestler. He was on a podcast. He was on like the radio station once, and this interaction happened.
Johnny, are you there?
Oh, Johnny.
Okay, Johnny's. Go to Phil in Arizona. Phil, what's going on?
This is Johnny.
Okay, go ahead, Johnny.
How you doing tonight, Dave? It's Brian, AJ, everybody.
What's up, man?
Just had a question for AJ. I was just wondering how you feel about your large following in the gay community. The gay community?
That's just
Yeah, because I think it's mainly attributed to your looks.
Oh God, get rid of him.
I always thought it was funny how he said the gay community. Yeah, he got super upset about it.
That's the
We
whole
got time.
thing.
Hold up. Don't close that tab. Go back. Go back to YouTube. There's a very dumb, old radio clip that I remember. Look up Reebok or the Nike. Yo, when I was young, I remember watching this shit, and I was in tears. Yeah, that's the right one. It's only a minute long.
No living being should.
Yo, you gotta watch the whole. Just listen to the whole thing.
Good.
It's top tier.
Hello, buenas.
Sí,
buena, Brea. Hey, ¿quién anda ahí?
Arturo Merán.
Arturo, ¿de dónde, brother?
Estamos aquí de Saicedo. A ver, compláceme, que me gusta mucho esa canción. Está muy pegada esa canción.
Esos son Ribusones. ¿Será esta, brother? ¿Será esta?
Esa misma, Brea, esa misma es. Esa es.
Hello, buenas.
Sí, buena, Brea.
Hey, ¿quién anda ahí?
Arturo Merán.
Arturo, ¿de dónde, brother?
Estamos aquí de Saicedo.
Ah, de Salcedo. Saludos para toda mi gente de Salcedo. La gente buena del Cibao. Brother, cuéntamelo todo. Saluda a tu gente.
No, yo lo que quiero es pedir a ver si tú me pones una canción.
Claro que sí, mi brother, la que tú digas.
Sí, yo quiero que tú me pongas la canción que dice, ¿esos son Reebok o son Nike?
¿Esos son Reebok o son Nike?
Sí.
Pero, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama?
¿Son Reebok o son Nike?
¿Esos son Reebok o son Nike?
A ver, compláceme, que me gusta mucho esa canción. Está muy pegada esa canción.
Esos son
It is
Reebok.
very popular.
¿Será esta, brother?
This
¿Será
will
esta?
be it. This one.
Esa misma, bre, esa misma es. Esa es.
Cuídate, mi hermano.
That's actually really funny. It's funny as fuck. I actually saw this video earlier this week. for the first
Hay que
time.
complacerlo.
Yo, when I was tears because I love this song. And
That's
you said,
actually
"It's on the
hilarious.
Reebok on the night." I was like, yo, what?
I don't. What's the song actually called? That's funny.
It's
Oh
the
man.
rhythm of the night.
Oh man. That is funny. It is the Reebok or the night.
He was so confident. Too.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, yo. He's like, how's the song go? He's like, you know it, it's very popular. Like, what?
Oh
Can you
man.
imagine you a DJ and I call you like, yo, you gotta play this song. It goes, it's the Reebok of the night. You're gonna be like, what?
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
You know, I would have hung up like, no.
Like if somebody can tell me what song he's actually talking about, we'll be good. But I don't know what he's talking about.
This
Oh,
comment's
man.
hilarious though. He said Shazam's got nothing on that DJ.
That's funny.
Shazam would have been like, what?
It's the Reebok on it night. Oh my god.
I'm about to make that shit my ringtone, man.
Oh man. All right, my fault. Ugh.
All right. So this next one, this girl wants to know what men do after football season ends. So this guy breaks it down.
What do men do once football season is over?
Right here with March Madness. Now, ladies, there's a few names and terms I want you to learn. Joe Lenardi and bracketology. Okay, so this is when we're filling out our brackets. So if you hear me saying I'm having my meeting with Joe, now you know. Okay, now, ladies, this time is full of busted brackets and broken hearts. So be there for your man. Okay, moving right along. As soon as the NCAA championship is finished, we start the Masters tournament. Now, during the Masters tournament, your man is going to be glued to the television, especially on the weekends. And if you want to know the answer to a popular quiz question to try to impress him, Tiger Woods won his last Masters tournament in 2019 wearing his iconic Sunday red. Now, toward the end of April is the NFL draft. And the reason this is important is because it's very important for us to see which rookies are coming into the league for fantasy purposes. We'll get into that later. Now, don't forget, all the while this is going on, this is, I want you to get close on this, turkey season. Now, during turkey season, we're going to be out early. We're going to be away from home. We're going to be trying to catch that bird. So don't try to call us or FaceTime us. Our phone's going to be on silent anyway. Just text us. If it is an emergency, call John. I'm sure he's not up to anything today anyway. Now, on Saturday, May the 4th, that is the Kentucky Derby. That day is filled with degenerate gambling, bow ties, funny outfits, and a few mint juleps. Following the weekend, right after that, we got the guys' golf trip. Now, the reason I have that in red is because it is extremely important. We cannot cancel on that again. Immediately after that, it's PGA Championship, some more golf on
these outfit
TV.
changes.
And right after that is Memorial Day weekend. We're going to be at the lake. Girls, this is your time to shine. Let's really see how long that Stanley Cup can hold some ice. Now, as we cross over into June, we've got the NBA
Let's see how long
Finals, the Stanley
that
Cup
Stanley
playoffs,
Cup
and the
goes.
NCAA Men's College World Series. So we got 3 different sports going on, both at the collegiate and professional level. So just block it off. All right. Now, somewhere in the middle of that, around the 16th, is Father's Day. This is normally where the George comes out, the Traeger's fired up, we're smoking meats, maybe even playing some more golf ourselves. It's really the only day of the year where the entire world is our oyster. Now, this entire week, we're going to be working on the boat, trying to fix everything that broke on Memorial Day weekend, because you guessed it, what's next? 4th of July weekend. Now, this year, the 4th is actually on a Thursday, so if your man has any sense to him at all, he'll get that PTO in now and make this a full 4-day weekend. Now, at the conclusion of the opening championship, you'll see we have a full week blocked off for family vacation. And the reason I put that in green is because, contrary to popular belief, out of all the things on the calendar, this 1 week alone will cost us the most money. Now, the only thing I ask is please tell your sister not to bring that guy from last year. When he asked for ketchup at the steakhouse, that just threw me off. And guy's probably a creep anyway. Now, as we're finishing up family vacation, you'll see the start of the 2024 Summer Olympics. Now, these events aren't as popular as they once were, but I'm just telling you this to not be surprised if you see any kind of summer sports on the television during any of the dates highlighted in purple. Now, you may have noticed a second golf trip in red again on here. Now, why in the world would we need a second golf trip? Well, we kind of developed a weird slice we've never seen before back on the first golf trip. And I've been watching some Rick Shields golf on YouTube, and I really think if I can just drop this back shoulder and get it in the pocket sooner than hold my hands forward through impact, I could probably fix it, but we really won't know until we try. So just let us go. We're not going to be able to sleep until we do. Now, this right here is the NFL preseason where we get to see all those rookies that were drafted back in April try to solidify their spot on an active roster. Now, the reason this is important to us is because we are in a dynasty fantasy football league. That means we can only draft rookies and free agents each year. And I've really been eyeing Brock Bowers at tight end ever since Kyle Pitts became the bust of the century 2 years ago. And just to wrap things up, August 31st, we've got the Chick-fil-A kickoff. That is the official start of college football, immediately followed by NFL Week 1 on Thursday, September 5th. Now, guys, the reason I did it like this is I wanted it to be an educational video. Send it to your girl. I think the more they can learn about us, the better they can start to understand us. And if I missed something, leave it in the comments. We really got to work together as a community here. And if you made it this far in the video, drop a like, comment, follow.
Like
It was
this,
great.
like this best video.
The only thing he missed, in my opinion, is like a couple random baseball. To go to the baseball diamond a couple times in the summer. I think that's the only thing he missed.
No, I think
Fantasy draft.
especially that family vacation one, we got that on the head.
He said,
So somehow,
if everything else on the board, this will be the most expensive week. He said, well, my kid wanted ketchup. Steakhouse. This dude funny. Oh, man.
yeah, that's a good one.
All right. I just watched the video.
What?
Oh,
So basically, this guy crashed into him. So he got pissed and said, fuck all that. Crashed back into him. Then started, like, beating him up and shit.
What?
Because if you know anything about, like, go-karts or NASCAR, it's really dangerous to crash into somebody. You're not supposed to crash into people.
you said, oh, word.
You got that much control over it. That's the thing.
This is funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. No.
This teacher pops off on his students.
Did last year. You thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. And we've got even bigger problems than that. Look up here. Where's Stefan? Stefan, clearly copied from ChatGPT. You didn't even change the prompt that you plugged into the machine before you copied and pasted it right here. It's an insult to my intelligence. Do better. What else we got? Harley, where's Harley at? Harley! Your mom wrote this. I can tell. Second time this year. I already called your mom and talked to your mom about it, and she confessed. Okay?
How did you know?
Well, there's 2 spaces after every period. It's about Jonathan Knight being the best new kid on the block. And also, I didn't call your mom, but now I know for sure. I'll be calling her after school.
Saudi.
Got one more here. Barry, where's Barry
He's
at?
playing PlayStation, bro.
Barry, you copied the script for the B movie and pasted it in your S. You clearly turned in the same thing.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
Honestly, that would be me as a teacher. That would be me as a teacher, bro. I would be like, yo, I don't even want to read this shit, let alone know that y'all cheated. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna call all y'all out and still give y'all A's and B's.
This next one is of the comedian Shane Gillis. He just tells this joke. I think it's really funny. I think you guys really like it.
I was on Twitter and I saw a picture of this guy, and he was retiring from the military. And when he retired, he posted a picture of himself, full military uniform, all of his medals, but he was wearing a furry mask, like a sexual dog mask. And he posted, he said, "Now that I'm retiring from the military, I can come out and say I've been into puppet play this entire time." And he tweeted, he said, "Officer Bow Wow out." And he said, it said like hashtag service dog. It was rough. No, that was an accident. But he tweeted it. So, of course, Russia and China's Twitter, they got a hold of it. They started talking shit. You know, they were like, look at our military. It was a bunch of like jacked, skinhead dudes. They're like, look at America's military. It was like transgender people, the dog general. And they were making fun of us. They were making memes. They were like, look how tough and masculine our army is. Look how weak and gay America is. But I was looking at the pictures and I was like, dog general is the scariest soldier I've ever... I was on Twitter and I saw a picture.
Oh, shit.
Yo, when you got an army of them motherfuckers, I'm out. Yo, what? That's crazy. Y'all got me for 3 more minutes. Let's do them quick.
All right, this is a Jeopardy clip.
Less than a minute now. Tool time for 200. This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken? What's a hose? No. Whoa! 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 They teach you that in school in Utah, huh, Al? What's a rake? A rake is right. You select, Al. 400, please. Less than a minute now.
Bro, I thought it was a hoe, too.
We all did, yeah. Bro,
how does the rake work?
Mind you, this was the champion for all those. This was a champion for all those times.
I'm surprised he's wrong. Sky never changes her mind at the last second. Lord have mercy.
No, you're getting pushed, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, you're getting pushed. Yeah, you're getting pushed.
Fuck it. And he'd be like, oh, nope, yep, go.
You know what to do. We went through training. Yeah,
Bro,
I'm
all,
not
that shit
watching this
goes,
one with y'all.
all that shit goes out the window.
Oh, this got taken down, but
Yeah, this one, of course they got taken down.
this guy in Pennsylvania, he decapitated his dad's head and was like doing like YouTube videos about it and stuff.
That's just crazy.
I saw that on the news. That shit was crazy.
I got one more comedy one before we wrap up.
Audience that signed up for tonight's show that has never done.
So this guy has never done stand up before, and he has one joke. He's bringing up a random guy to do one joke.
Stand-up comedy before. You, sir, what's your name? Jake, will you come up here and do one joke? Oh, jeez. I want to.
And just to give a background, this show is called Kill Tony, and it's a very, let's say, a dark comedy show. They do more dark humor. Okay.
I want to see if Jake, 0 years, 0 sets, and I'm betting on Jake to have one more better joke than 7 years, 5 nights a week, Alex Spears. Ladies and gentlemen, making his Kill Tony debut, his first time ever on stage. Whoa. This is Jake, everybody.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but mullets are back in. For some reason, they only shave the side of their head, though. And I think it's because their uncle wore it down from face fucking him.
Is there anybody?
Y'all didn't like that joke?
I'm going to church. This is terrible.
I need to pray on that one too, man.
I'm going to church. Y'all are crazy.
Oh,
This is
And on
That's
that
the
note,
one joke that man knows.
that's the one joke he
All
made
the
up.
jokes in the world. That's the one joke he knew. That's crazy. He went on national TV to tell that joke.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
He did it so nonchalantly too. That was funny. Like he never did stand up. I swear.
That boy's off there drunk.
All
His
right.
Carhartt sweater.
And on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This was episode 147 of the Purple Pill Podcast. That's Darren. That's LA.